told, it is the dark saber.
There it is. That is crazy. This looks so sick.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Hey everybody, it's Nikki. So today I am especially excited because we're going to be doing another saber review, and we are going to be looking at Sabneo's Dark X Saber, which is obviously just a play on the Mandalorian's Dark Saber. Also just thrilled about this because it's my first Dark Saber style blade, and I gotta say, you guys, this is so freaking cool. I have been having so much fun playing with this saber, like the most fun that I've had in a while, honestly, just because it's so unique. So obviously I've already opened it up. I usually like to do an unboxing, but I did need to get it charged and ready since it wasn't already. Let me just show you guys what it looked like. So it came nicely protected in this Sabneo box. Here's what it looked like. You can see hilt, blade, charger, everything came nice and secure. I will say it did not actually come with instructions. I'm not sure if it usually does. And normally it's pretty obvious how to put together a saber because it comes with the tools necessary and everything. But because of the unique hilt and blade like insertion, it was actually kind of tricky. And I don't know if usually it comes with them again, but it did take me a while to put it together. So I do kind of wish that I had filmed that for you guys. Before we get into this review, I do want to say a quick thank you to Sabneo for providing me with this saber. That being said, everything I say in this video will be my honest and true thoughts. So let's jump into it. So the Dark X Saber is a neopixel saber. It has 27 different character sound fonts, all of which are really great. It also includes an SD card so that you can actually upload your own sound fonts onto it. I have done this with a few neopixels of mine. Your best bet if you decide to do that is honestly just to send the SD card to someone who professionally creates these sound fonts. You tell them what you want, you make your order. They just do it for you. That way you don't ruin your nice saber. That's just my personal suggestion. Perhaps you're really tech savvy and you don't need to do that. It of course has smooth swing, flash on clash, blaster detection, a color wheel. I will show you all of these things. So if you take a look at this saber, it is obviously very interesting. The thing that I love the most about it is the fact that it looks like a katana. I was really taken by this one for that exact reason. If you're a massive fan of Star Wars, which I'm assuming you are if you're watching this review, then you know that there's a lot of Japanese influence that George Lucas took and put into Star Wars. Lots of inspiration from the samurai. And especially when it comes to like the Mandalorian saber and Mandalorian values, there's a lot of traditional, warrior values with honor. But anyway, what I did really like about it was, again, just the fact that it looks like a katana. You can see with like this little bit here, these diamonds. And so the hilt also does come in either a red or black. I just thought the black one looked a little bit more clean, so that's why I went for this one. And you can see in order to ignite it, there's just a button you can push there. There is the charging port right here. Speaker is in the bottom. I do think the speaker is quite a bit too loud, to be honest with you, but I also have an easy fix for that. Now, if I ignite it, you will see, you can actually see where the kyber crystal, sorry, that's kind of loud. You can actually see where the kyber crystal sort of lights up this interior bit here. I plan to scratch off the actual blade because the blade goes all the way down to this base here. I plan to scratch off the black paint so that you can actually see the light. I'm pretty sure that that's the effect that you're supposed to get. This looks amazing, by the way. I'm excited to show you. And I think the paint just carries on a little bit too far down, but that's an easy fix. When it comes to the speaker, there is a mute mode, a high volume mode, and a low volume mode. Just because the speaker's a little bit harsh, I think I'm gonna take a cotton ball, spray paint it black, and stuff it into the bottom here, and just kind of hope that that helps to mute it a little bit. And it's just because of the way that this saber is styled. They tried to keep the integrity of this hilt looking this way. That's why it's so open at the bottom, which just doesn't muffle the speaker enough for me. But again, easy fix. Okay, let's talk about the blade. So it does have this like twist on, twist off ignition, which is just my favorite. Look at how insane this looks. And now again with the neopixel, the lighting, the LEDs go all the way up the blade so you can actually see it ignite like a real lightsaber as opposed to a base light, which is just like one light at the bottom. And it kind of shines like a flashlight. So if you watch closely, you can see it ignite and then go down. Yeah, it might be a little tougher to see with this dark saber effect, but I think it's the most appropriate one to have when you have this blade. Yeah, neopixels are my favorite for that reason, because it just looks so much more realistic. Honestly, my favorite thing to do is to, if you're playing with this at night, that's when this effect is just so insanely realistic. One thing I will note about this blade, oh, the sun's finally coming out. Man, it's been cloudy all day. One thing I will note about using this blade is that because of the way it's designed, which for the record, I don't really know how you could get around, it is quite flimsy. You can see.
Power off.
Oh no, I turned it off. If I hit it, you can really see how it wobbles. Yeah, and that does not happen with a normal saber, but again, that's because of the style of this one. And in order to keep it looking thin and sort of screen accurate, I don't know how you would get around that. It's not the best dueling saber for that reason, but like lightsaber spinning, should be fine. Okay, let's test out some of these features. This is the best part of any saber review. Let's show you the Mando one again. It's sunnier in here, so I don't know if this might be more difficult. So with the dark saber effect, my favorite feature is the blaster deflection. Because it sounds like it's hitting Beskar. I got into lockup effect there for a second. That's why I like held that sound. I'm gonna try and make this darker for you guys. All right, let's try this.
Temple Guard.
Ooh, I love Temple Guard. Try and stand over here so you can see.
Star Killer.
So obviously it looks insane.
Ventress.
Ooh, sometimes that speaker really pierces the ears. I will be honest. Normally, I do love all the different, oh, let me turn this back up. Okay, I'll be honest. Normally, I do really love all the different character fonts when it comes to having like a neopixel. All of these sound amazing. They truly do. They are top notch. But I just think when you have the Dark X Saber, you've got to only use that Mandalorian effect. It's just like the most appropriate.
Leia.
And like Leia's is one of my favorite sound effects that these sabers normally come with, but it just doesn't quite look, it doesn't quite look the same just because the dark saber blade is so unique, you know? But everything sounds good. Smooth swing is very reactive. Oy, goodness. All right, we'll wrap it up, but I do want to get back to the dark saber.
Prepare a boarding party.
That's Vader. See, it's great, but it's just not quite right with this blade. This is the kind of saber you buy when you want the Mandalorian saber. I mean, maybe that's a given. It's amazing that it comes with all of these other features and sound fonts. Like if you're cosplaying as the Mandalorian, this is for you. This is the one you get, because I have seen people cosplaying with just like a normal saber as the Mandalorian. You use the dark saber effect if you have a neopixel. It doesn't look as impressive as someone who has one of these. Now again, I have a lot of normal lightsabers, so for me this one is really exciting. If you're a great fan of the Mandalorian, that is what this one is for. If you're a big fan of Clone Wars, I mean, the dark saber in Clone Wars was lit. Oh, I love this one. It just looks like the normal dark saber with less flickering. Anakin's.
Ayla Secura, Death of the Lava. Kenobi. Kenobi.
See, it looks great, but it's not Maul's saber. Sounds insane though. Well, now the cool thing is, if you like these sound fonts, you know that even if this blade style isn't for you, if you buy one of their sabers, if you get a neopixel, this is what you're gonna have these same sound fonts. So we can at least attest to the quality, and then you can pick a different blade style.
I am told it is the dark saber.
There it is. That is crazy. This looks so sick. That's basically all the features. I mean, I just wanted to show you guys all of those really cool character fonts, show you what it looks like with the dark saber effect. It's the best one when you have this saber. It's so insanely cool. I do think the quality is pretty good. Again, I might want to do something about this speaker just because it's a little bit too piercing for my ears. And I'd also like to scrape off the black paint from the actual blade here so that you can see it when the kyber crystal is lit. But these are like easy things for me. It's just not really a big deal. At the moment, I do think these sabers are about $220. And again, that's specifically for the Dark X Saber. I've always wanted one. This is my first one. I'm definitely gonna have to find a good place to prop it up in my room. Right now, the lightsaber table is disassembled because we're in the process of moving, but once we have it set up again, definitely gonna be putting the Dark Saber in there. I do also believe that these sabers have now gone up on Amazon, so that's new. If you wanna buy a saber from Sabneo, they have their own Amazon shop now. So I will link both their website down below and their Amazon shop so you can check out both of them. And if you use my affiliate code from Amazon, I get a little bit of a commission, so that would be great. I do want to say again, thank you so much to Sabneo for sending me the saber for review. These were 100% my honest thoughts, my opinions. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions that maybe I didn't address, or if you want to know about how the saber's been holding up long term. Also, please do be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy this review. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and may the force be with you.